I'm going to be talking about what your body, the changes that happen in your body when you fast. This usually happens mostly when we are doing food fasting. We are abstaining from food. Fasting could also mean abstaining from some different things other than food. It could be away from social media. It could be away from sex. It could be away from alcohol. It could be away from sugar. It could be away from pop, and it could be away from different things. So if you're abstaining or depriving yourself from the things that you were addicted to or almost addicted to or found it hard to abstain from, it is considered a fast. So but when I talk about what you're going to be experiencing in your body as you fast today, is mostly related to fasting from food, abstaining from food. Then your body is going to undergo certain changes that I'm going to discuss today. Some of you that are doing a water fast or a juice fast or a 1 meal day fast might start experiencing these things. So the one thing that you're going to be experiencing is that once you fasted from 12 to 16 hours, your body is going to go through a process called ketosis. So what happens in ketosis is that your body starts breaking down the storage, the food that is stored in your body. Because when we eat, if you're a typical breakfast, lunch, and supper eater, your body doesn't get a chance to break down anything that is stored. That your body doesn't go into your storage to get food, because there's always food coming in there. Every time you're hungry, you just eat something. Every time you need a little bit of energy, you just eat something, right? So whatever is stored in your body just continues to get stored, and that's where we end up having problems, because we don't even, I wanted to say replenish, but we're not replenishing our storage. We keep storing more and more and more. Now imagine having a storage room, and every day you're bringing in more stuff into the room. Every day you're bringing more stuff. Every day you're bringing more stuff. No matter how big that room is, a day is going to come where the room is too full for you to put anything in there. And if you put one more thing in there, guess what? There's going to be an overflow, and things are going to start pushing down. It's going to be too heavy for that structure to contain, and then it's going to start falling apart. The structure is going to start falling apart if you start trying to push in more things when it's already full. And that's how our bodies are. When we keep putting in food and putting in food, then you know what? Your body uses what you need for energy at the time. So if you need energy to walk, it's going to release the energy that you need to walk, and it never has time to break the storage, to access the storage where this extra goes and gets stored in. And that's why then we develop a lot of struggles with health problems and mental health problems and foggy brains and a lot of other complex medical, physical issues that we experience. And then also our spiritual life is also foggy. Like, we cannot concentrate even in the presence of God. We are not able to even connect because our spirits are saturated. We are not clear. Our brains are not clear enough to hear from God. And so we cannot experience. We have a difficult time experience a clear walk with God. We can't hear God, and we have trouble spending quality time with God. So when we fast, our bodies go into this process called ketosis, because you deprive it of food, it has to function. Your body has to function. Then it goes now into the storage room. Everybody say hallelujah. Hallelujah. Who needs to declutter? I need to declutter my room, the rooms in my house. And so I wanted to say hallelujah, that finally through a fast, your body is decluttering. It's now going into the storage room, going into those spaces, into your body, and start to burn that fat to release energy so that you can blink your eyes, you can talk, you can breathe, you can walk, and you can do things. And when ketosis starts happening, or prior to ketosis happening, what happens is that you start feeling like you're weak. when you start feeling weak because a shift is happening in your body. Initially, your body is going to tell you that I am so hungry, I'm going to die if you don't give me food. That's what your body is going to say. But if you say no, and this is what I did for myself when I was going through a 40 days juice fast. What I did for myself is every time when my body was about going into ketosis, my body will be telling me that, you know what, you're going to die, Yvette. I need food. I need food. Give me some food. Give me some food. I'll tell my body, I'll go look at myself in the mirror. Sometimes you're going to do this prophetic actions. I'll go to the mirror, look at myself and say, look at that. That's enough food for you. You break that out and eat. I'll go touch the areas, my butt, and the areas that there is a collection of fat. A collection of fat storage, my belly, my butt, and my thighs. I'll be touching them in the mirror and be like, here, this is excess food stored in here. Now you break that, some of that, and feed yourself, because you're not gonna die. There is enough storage in there. I know that sounds crazy, and everybody might not be able to do that, because it is true. It is very true. There is storage in the body. Unless you're someone who is really thin and frail, then I wouldn't advise you to even go into a food fast. If you're thin and you're frail and your body doesn't have enough fat, it doesn't have enough storage, then don't go into a fast, because if it doesn't have anything storage, if your storage room is empty, then you're gonna go into other medical problems that we don't want to. So that's what your body is going to be telling you. But you have to remember that your body has enough storage. But if you have never fasted, that's going to be a challenge, and that's why I don't advise anybody who's never fasted to just go into a straight up water fast or straight up juice fast. I want you to start by reducing the number of meals and the quantity of the meals that you're eating a day, so that you can gradually train your body to be able to break down a food or excess storage of fat in your body when your body goes into ketosis. So that's one of the things that is going to happen. There's a shift in energy and energy breakdown, and where instead of you eating food to give your body energy to function, your body is now having to do some work to go into the storage house of your body. That's what I'm using, to break down that food to release energy for you to be able to function. So the other thing that's going to happen in your body when you're fasting is that your body will begin to detox. Somebody say hallelujah again. Hallelujah. Detox is the process of removing toxins from your body. And that's one of the things that I get really excited when I'm going through a fast, because I'm like, oh my God, all that garbage that is sitting in my body that is causing fogginess in my mind and heaviness in my body and my spiritual well-being is gonna be swept out. It's gonna be cleaned out through fasting. So it is exciting. Like when there's no digestion happening, my goodness, because now you're not eating extra food, your digestive system that's constantly at work, working so hard, then your body now get a chance to detox, to clean out the toxins. And that's why when you start fasting, when I was doing a long fast, a 40 days fast of no food, I was just doing a juice, cold press juice. I realized that even 2 weeks into the fast, I was still having a bowel movement. My body was just cleaning out. Now, instead of digesting and storing, it was now concentrating on cleaning, removing all the toxins that are being stored in my body. And that's what happens to you when you start fasting and when you fasted for a few hours. Now, it doesn't matter if you're fasting just one meal a day, or you're fasting juice fast, or you're fasting water fasting. If you are fasting any kind of food fasting, if you're doing one meal a day, or you're cutting down on unhealthy food stuff, your body is also gonna get a break, and it's gonna start some kind of detox and cleanse your body out. So you're gonna experience that. So the other thing that happens when you're fasting is that you experience mental clarity and focus. This is powerful, guys. When I fast, I have so much energy. It's unbelievable. So much mental energy. I'm able to focus, and my level of understanding things actually changes a lot when I'm fasting. And so that's why fasting is extremely beneficial. It works. It does some great work in your mental health, your physical health, and every area of your life. So the other thing that helps is that there is a hormonal shift that happens in your body. Especially for us women, we have a lot of hormonal changes in our lives. In 1 month, women go through different shifts in their hormones. And that's why I've heard some men complain that they can never understand women. It's funny. When a woman is going through the cycle, so there's a cycle that a woman goes through every month. Some people's cycle is 24 days, others is 30 days, others is 28 days. Throughout that cycle, they call it a cycle because there's a hormonal shift happening within those 30 days. Throughout the 30 days, there's a hormonal shift that's going on. And so when you are fasting, there is a hormonal shift that's going on, but this time your hormones are getting balanced because we go through a lot of hormonal imbalance, and fasting from food helps to rearrange our hormones the way they are supposed to be, because when we have excess fat storage in our bodies and toxins stored in our body, they kind of interfere in the way that our hormonal system works. And when they start interfering, then we start having all kinds of hormonal changes that are outside of what God initially created our system to function as women. Men also have some hormonal issues too, but not as bad as that of women. When I shared my testimony about my 40 days fast, which is on my YouTube channel, you can check it. I also talked about my about the experience that I had with my menstrual cycle when I'm fasting. Like, I typically have a heavy flow, but when I'm fasting, oh my God, the pain is not there, and the flow is lesser number of days and shorter. So because of what? Because there's a hormonal change. Because when the toxins get cleansed, your body is balancing your hormones, and you're not struggling with hormonal issues. I'm not gonna say too much into the hormonal issues thing because women can understand what I am saying, especially when you have irregular cycles. It's caused by hormonal imbalances, and sometimes fasting can help you. And don't quote me on this, please, but fasting can help you rebalance your hormonal cycle and help you have a more stable and consistent cycle. And if you have any questions about something else that you're experiencing with your fast, comment in the comment section of this video and ask your questions, and I'll be happy to reach out and answer your questions. And I also want to emphasize that if you're pregnant or you're sick and you have complicated health issues, please consult with your healthcare provider before you go into a food fast. You can fast different kinds of fast, like the ones that I just mentioned, but when you abstain from food, when you're pregnant or you have complex medical issues, especially things like a health condition like diabetes or something, you gotta be extremely careful. So have a conversation with your healthcare provider and ask if you can fast and how you can fast, because the information that I'm providing to you through these sessions is for entertainment purposes only. So I'm not giving you medical advice, or I'm not taking you through a medical journey. You are gonna have health benefits from fasting, but I'm not your healthcare provider, so I don't want to be liable if anything happens to you. So I just want to make that disclaimer. This is not a health related session. Everything that I'm talking to you today about based on my experiences and my own research, and I am not your healthcare provider. So please consult your healthcare provider before you make the decision to continue with the fast. Thank you again for trusting me to guide you through this season. And I'm going to be doing this every month. First 3 days of the month, we are going to be doing Fast Your Way Back to Life, because everything that the enemy is stolen from you, you're going to be receiving it through the power of fasting and prayer as you connect with me to coach you through this program. I also do one-on-one coaching coaching because I'm a Christian life coach to help you find and fulfill your purpose and live an authentic Christian life on the earth and be successful, because we are called into success. So it is my goal to help you, guide you through your Christian walk, and help you find and fulfill your purpose in life. And I also coach for small business startups as well. So if you wanted a one-on-one coaching, please reach out to me. Send me an email to coachyvette77@gmail.com. coachyvette77@gmail.com. In the description, I'm gonna put my email address, my contact information, and in the comment section as well, so that you can contact me if you have more questions, and also if you want a one-on-one coaching, either for business purposes or for your walk with God. I'll be happy to coach you. I also have a group coaching platform. Thanks again. God bless you. And please check out my social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of useful information on and messages on my YouTube for you to benefit from. God bless you.